I did not think this was going to happen, especially not today or anytime soon. But it finally happened, a Nintendo Direct. But it was a Nintendo Direct Mini. Today is March 26, 2020. I'm probably the last one doing a video on this, or close to it. This is my discussion of it, because I can't do reaction videos of it, which sucks. But, so, here I am now. And it starts off with, because of the coronavirus release dates and other info in this Nintendo Direct Mini are subject to change. And then at the end of it, it's like a text on the screen. Our hearts go out to all of the ones who were impacted by the coronavirus, which is really cool that Nintendo did that. First game was showed off was Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, and it also comes with Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. It's a new epilogue chapter, which was not in the original game, and the game is supposed to be released on May 29th. So that's how I'm going to say it, supposed to be, because it may be delayed or changed. Next is a game that finally got confirmed. It was rumored, and that's the BioShock, the collection for the Nintendo Switch, and it will be available both digital and physical. And I'll go ahead and do these two games before I give the release dates. Next was a surprise. I didn't know about this one. I have allergies real bad, so bear with me if you don't mind. Borderlands Legendary Collection, which is Borderlands 1, 2, and pre-sequel. That one's going to be available both digital and physical. Next is XCOM 2 Collection, and same thing goes for that, both physical and digital. All three of the games are supposed to be released on May 29th. So we'll see about that. That's 4 games released in the same day. One of those, or 2 of those, or probably 3 of those, or all, may be delayed, because that's crazy having 4 big games released in the same day for Switch. So I don't know how that's going to work. But maybe they'll be all released. I don't know. We'll see. Next is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. This is Expansion 3, Shadow of 4 Doom, which is Fantastic Four and also Doom. And there's been 2 other expansions, because that was Expansion 3. The first one was Curse of the Vampire. The second one was Rise of the Phoenix. And those have been available, and now Shadow of 4 Doom is also available. And they can be purchased with the expansion pass for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. Next, I cannot pronounce the title, but it's SHINSEKAI is the title of the game, and also a subtitle, Into the Depths. It looked like a side scroller, but you're underneath the water, and it's available now. Animal Crossing New Horizons free update. After the launch of the game, meet Zipper the bunny. Hunt down hidden eggs. You can dig them up out of the ground with a shovel, or go fishing and dig them out and just fish them out of the water or whatever like that. Craft limited time items from those eggs, and it's going to be this. It's going to be titled Bunny Day for this event. It's an Easter event, and it's going to go through April 1st through the 12th, which I can't experience none of this until I get Animal Crossing New Horizons, which that didn't work out, so I have to wait. excuse me. And another free update later in April. New features plus a birthday event. Always check the official Animal Crossing Twitter account for updates and stuff like that. Next game, it looks similar to a game that was called Moving. It's called Moving Out or something like that. I can't remember what the title of the game was. But this one looks similar to it. And this game is titled Good Job. It looks interesting, but yeah, it's not for me. Next is another game that got rumored, but now is finally confirmed and will be getting a physical copy also. And that's Catherine Full Body coming to the Switch, supposedly on July 7th. Ring Fit Adventure free update is available now, and it's a rhythm game update with 17 music tracks. And some of them are from Super Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2, and Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is actually pretty cool right there. And the ring itself will now have the ability option to have a female voice if you choose. Plus, you can choose that in multiple languages, and also a juggling mode will be available. Next game is King's Bounty 2. It's a tactical RPG. It looks like it plays like Fire Emblem. So if you know how that plays and you know what it looks like, it's just not really a game for me. But I do want to try to get into Fire Emblem though. Used to have one on the GameCube, and I hate that I gave it up. Next is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate News. A fighter from ARMS joins the fight in June. So I have to wait and see who that fighter is from ARMS. Speaking of ARMS, you can there's a free game trial exclusive to online Nintendo Switch members. You can try out the full game for free starting today through April 6th. Next game is Bravely Default 2, which is still supposed to be released this year. It looks like it plays a lot like the original Final Fantasies. So I do want to try to get into this series. I really do. And what was cool was they announced a demo is out now. So I definitely want to download the demo and try it out. And I'll probably do a discussion video on that and stuff like that. Next is Clubhouse 51 Games Worldwide Classics, and this will be available on June 5th. And like I said, it's 51 games. It's like classic games, so I'm not going to go through all of them, and some of them I can't even pronounce to start with, so I'll just say a few or so. Checkers, Speed, Blackjack, Chess, Sevens, Golf, Darts, Air Hockey, War, Chinese Checkers, Hex, Spider, Solitary, War, Bowling, Matching, Shooting Gallery, Slot Cars, Dots and Boxes, Hit and Blow, Pig's Tail, Last Card, Fishing, Toy Tennis, Toy Soccer, Toy Boxing, Toy Baseball, Battle Tanks, Team Tanks, Sliding Puzzle, and so much more. Next is a game that was advertised at a previous Nintendo Direct. Finally got a supposedly date for it, and that's Ninjala. And it's a battle royale game and will be free to play supposedly on May 27th. Next is Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, which will be released supposedly today. I haven't checked yet. Next is Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. It's going to be coming soon. I remember playing that game on the N64. Love that game. It's such a good Star Wars racing game. Next is Panzer Dragoon Remake, and it's a time exclusive, and it will be available first on Nintendo Switch supposedly today. I haven't checked. And if you want to know, there is a limited run physical copy of it, and it will be available to be pre-ordered, I think starting sometime tomorrow, and it will be available sometime in April. So I would love to get my hands on a physical copy of that if possible. Trials of Mana, or Trials of Mana, I'm not sure how you say it. It's supposed to come out on April 24th. Next is Fuser, which will be released fall this year. It looks like Guitar Hero or Rock Band, but it looks a little bit different, but it looks like it may play like the same way. Next is Elder Scrolls Blades, and it's supposed to be released spring 2020. Next is Warhammer 40,000, and it had a subtitle, but I cannot say what that word is. And that game is supposed to be available May 2020 of this year. Next is, I don't know how to pronounce it, someone spell it out. VIGOR is the title of the game. And closed beta is supposed to start on April 9th, 2020. That title sounds familiar. I think it's been released on other platforms. I'm not really sure about that. It could be just a brand new title. It just looks familiar. I'm not sure. Next was a nice surprise. I didn't even know about this. Burnout Paradise Remastered is coming to Switch. And that's been available on PS4 and Xbox One physically since probably last year, I think. So hopefully we'll get that physical copy on Nintendo Switch as well. That's amazing that game is coming. Next is Saints Row 4 Re-Elected, which we already knew about that game. And it's supposed to be released tomorrow, which is the 27th of March. Because today is the 26th, so yeah, okay. Next is The Legend of Heroes Trials of Cold Steel 3, and that's supposed to be released on June 30th. Next is Mr. Driller Drillland, and it's by Bandai Namco, which is awesome. And it does look fun. It looks like a puzzle game where you drill down and these blocks will crush you. It does look fun though. And it's very, very cartoony. And it's supposed to be released on June 25th of this year. Next is Minecraft Dungeons. We should have known that was coming to Switch eventually. Supposed to be spring 2020. Last is Pokemon Sword and Shield Expansion Pass info. And this one is focused on Part 1, the Isle of Armor. And it's supposed to be released at the end of June, which I hope is true. And there's a dojo at this location, and train at that place to receive the legendary. I forgot what the legendary's name is. Next, plus get permission to battle at the Tower of Two Fists. You will have a choice of two paths that you can take. The Tower of Darkness or the Tower of Waters. You can only choose one of those paths. Once you defeat one of those paths, the legendary will evolve. And I think it's the evolved form is Urshifu, I think. I can't remember what his previous name is, but that's the evolved form's name is Urshifu. If you choose the Tower of Darkness, you will learn the single strike style, but if you choose a Tower of Waters, you will learn the rapid strike style. Your starters will also receive Gigantamax forms once you complete, I think the Isle of Armor is when you will see those. I think that's what it said. In these Gigantamax forms, they will ignore opponents' abilities, so that's cool. Next, also you'll get new outfit items like hairstyles and clothing, new lead card background effects and frames. Plus, there's a part 2 to this expansion that's eventually going to come out. The Crown of Tundra is supposed to be out this fall. And if you purchase Expansion Pass before August 31st, you will receive Leon's cap and tights outfits. And $30 each for the Expansion Pass. Pokemon Sword and Shield Expansion Pass. And the Pokemon... let's see if I got it right. Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass. Each of the games have separate expansion passes. Each of them have Part 1 and Part 2, the Isle of Armor, and Part 2, the Crown Tundra. So, and they're each $30. So, hopefully I got that straight now. I'm Auckland. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button also. Share with your friends if you don't mind. Also, please comment. Ask me a question or comment in general. Do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below and you will be notified when I go live or upload another video.